Hello, and welcome to my version of a Blackout Poetry design. Now, let's talk. What even is Blackout Poetry? Because before today, I had no idea what it was. Basically, Blackout Poetry is when a person, or you, whoever, takes a piece of paper from a book and creates a poem from just that page. And that's what I've done here. This is the lines that are blocked around. Those are the words that I used to create this poem. And this poem is kind of dark. I was given this paper. I didn't choose it. So I did the best with what I had. Um, Basically, it's about this girl who's lied and cheated, and she's killed four people. That's the four gravestones, and she's being punished for it. Um, I don't really like dealing with dark subject matter like this, but it's a competition and it was fun to do. Now, let me get my book so I can show you my initial sketches. This is, I was in school when they gave me this prompt to do, so I kind of just didn't have any other paper to do this on, so this is the initial sketch. I don't like drawing on lined paper when I can help it, but it was transparent and clear, so not clear, but I could see through it, which kind of helped. I put the page underneath it and kind of drew over that. These are some sketches, and I did not like this, so I stopped. But the very first one I liked a lot. I liked the idea of it. And as you can see, it kind of already started with that. Sorry, my bad. um, I've already done the line art, and you can see kind of almost a little bit of red. Kind of, not really. Camera doesn't really pick up on it. It's because I used one of these. This is like my version of a Prismacolor Cool Erase, and I really did like it because on this paper is very, very thin, so it can't hold very many mistakes. When you erase, it just gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and I didn't want to end up with really dark, harsh lines that maybe a pencil would make, excuse me. So I used this first. Over here is my palette. I've made some ink wash that I'll put on the gravestones, and these are the supplies that I have used and I'm going to use. This brush is literally from the dollar store, and this brush I've used before. It's a Uniball Vision Fine Point. This is like a Tigeron. It starts with a T, and it's in carmine red, and I do like to sketch with this. This is just a marker, excuse me, from a pack of other markers in multicolors that I got a long time ago, so I don't really know what they're called. This is a pencil click eraser. I love using that eraser. I know this paper isn't supposed to be for art, so that's why I got an extra one to kind of test out my supplies before I actually apply them to this final piece. It buckles it doesn't buckle like crazy. It actually holds up pretty well for as thin as it is with light ink washes. It works pretty well with the alcohol marker and the red water-based marker, but not so much with the ink wash. But again, this isn't what the paper's meant for, so I completely understand. I'll just really be careful when doing the ink wash on the gravestones. So, without further ado, let's get started. As you might have noticed here, the background is already colored entirely black. At first I didn't want to do that because I thought it would be too harsh and it would just be too much black. And I still do think that, but I don't see how I could have done it any other way. And it's called Blackout Poetry. But even though it's called Blackout Poetry, you absolutely do not have to black it out. You can just design it and color it and illustrate it however you want to, but I decided to go with black. because I finally decided that it would go with the mood, the theme a little more, because it is kind of a dark poem. So, anyways, the supplies that I used were the Ticonderoga, Ticonderoga, I don't know how to say it, in Carmine Red, the Pentel Click Eraser, some alcohol markers. The alcohol markers that I used are I don't know why, but it's called a hashtag coloring. I don't know what company it's by. That's all that's on the marker. Winsor and Newton Pro and brush markers, and Concept dual tip markers. They work really well, but I've never seen anyone do any reviews or first impressions on them on the internet like I have with other markers. But they do work very well, like good, like really good. As you may or may not have noticed, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of time jumps. I'm really sorry about that. My camera can only hold so much footage, and there was a lot of footage with this one because I was doing something that takes a lot of time, and there's only so much that I could capture, and there may be some moments in this video where the music and the audio is kind of glitchy, and I'm sorry for that, but my program can't run a video that's sped up really quickly and music and audio at the same time. It gets a little glitchy, and I'm really sorry. It gets really annoying. If there was a way to fix that, please someone let me know, because I don't like it, and I just think it's kind of distracting. But anyways, onto the actual drawing. Yeah, I had to delete a clip of me coloring the eyes. You didn't really miss in much. I kind of just filled it in and put a darker color of blue over the top of the eye, so it looks like it's a little shaded. I hate how I colored the eyes. In my opinion, they're too big. But when you sketch, you don't see it. You know, when you're first sketching, and it's only until you start coloring or doing the line art when you realize your mistakes. And you know, I hate that, but it's good because you see your mistakes and you make note of what you need to improve on the next time you draw. And what I need to improve on the next time I draw is obviously expressions, because you can't tell what she's feeling. You can't tell anything in this one. I don't know. I did color the eyebrows way too thick. I don't like them. I kept adding to them in pen so I couldn't erase it. And they kind of just got too out of hand, and I regret doing that, but it's in pen, so I can't fix it. Ho hum. But anyways, at the end, the very end, you see me signing my signature. Her hair is like black. It's black, and I hate it so much. I did not want to color the hair black or that dark, because the color is a brown, but it's so dark it's almost a black, and I like the hair when it's colored like this. At the end you'll see what I'm talking about, but I like the hair when it's colored this way, but I didn't like it enough. I had to keep adding, and I just couldn't stop, and this is where I am. Now you see what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll meet again soon.